fuck they're gonna do anyway.
Before I launch my stream, I'm just gonna say, a swarm of lady snicks.
Why would you do that?
That way it doesn't slow down combat.
It's like a. It's called like a. Wait, sticks. Yeah, they're all dead, so it makes things easy.
Snick is not dead. You just left him. Her.
Just misplaced.
No, I didn't. There was no misplace. I don't care.
She's over there setting up a coffee shop in Limbo.
Oh, she'll be dead. I will go find her and murder her.
It's for you. She's doing it for you.
I'll burn that motherfucker to the ground with her in it. What are you doing? I'm casting fireball.
No,
And on that note, welcome back, everybody. Last week, you guys found out the repercussions of opening the giant door. You let out a unspeakable evil, or just some random vampire. Depends on your perspective of things.
I'm like, those were angels.
Well, there's that too. Those are the unspeakable evil. And you also, yes, found yourselves ambushed by the angels the moment you create a way out for them, because that is just kind of how they work. Unfortunately for the angels, you guys are well suited to fights like that because you have dark vision, you're intelligent enough to not be facing the same direction, things like that. And so it really made it just a slog of a fight, but ultimately it wasn't a challenge. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. Oni did die. But that wasn't really because it was a challenge. It was more of bad luck on Oni's part. Because he got to the one that had enough power. Rolling low, and they have... the way I was rolling them in particular is that depending on how many years they have stocked up for sustenance, because they actually have to track things like that, is kind of where their abilities are, which is kind of lore accurate to how Doctor Who treated them, because they would get desperate the hungrier they were. So the ones that you guys let get stocked up a bit had other abilities that the others didn't. So yeah, you wouldn't have got neck snapped if he hadn't gotten like 200 years out of something. Which, by the way, your neck snapping gave him 55 years, in case you were curious.
Not anymore.
Oh yeah, they're all dust now. After that fight, you guys dispelled the pass wall, brought Oni back to life. Well, Oni was brought back to life by the power of the temple. And then you guys spent a good amount of time talking to the handler, finding out what it was going to take, if you should do something about that vampiric individual. Then you used your abilities to summon this individual, only to find out that the name he gave you was not his name, but in fact the name of the actual Archduke, Hykerith. He informed you that that was just a vampire that they pretty much caught, named, I think, King of the Sewers, Leader of the Sewers. His title slips my mind at the moment, but he was basically a ne'er-do-well. And yeah, so then you spent most of your time trying to figure out how to track this guy down. And with that in mind, you guys finally found a way to get around some interesting things he had on his person. And are about to face off with this individual.
Right now, we're waiting for just the spears to be done.
Mm-hmm. You are correct. You did this. The only thing I don't remember is what plane you were on when you did this.
Or Black City.
Yeah. We couldn't
Oh.
take him because of the spear.
Oh, good. That's right. He never actually left. You guys kind of hopped around, and he was just trying to enjoy his life out in the broad daylight. So, battle maps. Interior street. It's been a while since I've been on this map. Roaring. Pony. Topic. Alright. Where did I put this vampire?
Karpov Rendlegast, King of the Black Sewers.
Bam.
Thank you. After about a minute, the sphere would dissipate.
DC 26 Wisdom saving throw.
Not impossible. But apparently, in this case, it is. Yeah, I believe you said you were actually positioned like that. So you weren't affecting your friends, who were about 5 feet back.
Oh, I would have been in it. Because I was trying to figure out the bubble.
Well, that will...
Are we in the day or night?
It's nighttime, actually.
I like the art style.
Alright, yeah, so he falls asleep, because we specifically said that's incapacitated, right, Roran?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is not
It
sleep.
was only 26 DC?
Because I used it at level 1 because I didn't want to affect people.
Oh, the DC changes depending on the... Okay, I'm like, wait a second, I can pass a 26 DC. I'm like, I thought I couldn't pass that before. Sorry.
So yeah, you should... Yeah, he is incapacitated. And I mean, you guys can feel free, as soon as I fix the combat tracker, to... Why are there so many encounters on this map? It's like we'd never cleared out the encounters. I don't think I've ever brought one on this map.
I think one of the mods adds every encounter
That might be it.
for
Yeah.
all the maps.
This one has them listed as unknown combatants.
That just means he takes more consecutive damage.
Alright, now that all of them are cleared, everyone can feel free to roll initiative.
Where is everybody else's token? Let's see mine.
You need to adjust your vision.
Change your vision.
For some reason, your detect mode keeps, I think, kicking you back to 0.
Does? It's weird.
Yeah, so's mine.
There we go. That's weird.
What? Oh. Wow, that's weird. That's the first time that one's ever come up in the entire campaign.
Oh, new combat of magic.
You know what? Normally I would roll this, but I'm gonna have fun with this. Someone roll me a D75.
Oh, damn. What's our level 12 energy?
15 plus 12 times 5. So
I forget
75.
What the plus was. I always forget what the plus is.
Yeah, so your first level is always going to be 15, and then every level after that is 5 times your current level. Unless you have energized, which is a different thing. You know what? I do feel like this one should be rolled by everybody. You know what? Everybody roll D75. Because I'm realizing that this would be a lot funnier.
48, sir.
59.
Just had a one-up me, didn't you?
What'd you get?
Really?
2.
Alright, so as this combat starts, you release your fog takes your mist takes its effect, Roarin. All of you feel empowered with a gift you did not have before. For the remainder of combat, each of you gets the following. Tofik. You get the boon of the Ravager. I will link them to you in a second. You get the boon of divine size.
Wow.
Grim size, sorry. You get the boon of focused shifter. And Oni at 59, you get the boon that is apparently not listed.
The unknown boon.
It literally jumps from 58 to 60. Grim!
That's what you get for fucking one-upping me, dude.
You're welcome. Did I put that in there?
I didn't make this list.
I didn't mean to one up you. Is this like deal? No, not deal. Guess the prices.
Remember the Price is
Tell you
Right?
Prices
Tell
are
you
right.
what, roll a
Is this
D100.
a rollable
Oni.
table?
It is a rollable table. It's called
Say
Boon.
again, what?
Roll me a D100, Oni. Odd, you'll get
Yeah.
58. Even, you'll get 60.
13.
You also get the Boon on the Ravager.
We are wrapping this together.
All right.
I don't think I like
means-
the 57.
I will ravage her. This is gonna be a
Oh, you also didn't list 57 either. I didn't notice that. Dang it, Grim. Yeah, it goes from 55, 56, 58, 60.
Did you mean to do like 55, 56 together? Or
No, I think this is just like this was just a fucking mathematical fuck up. So I'm just gonna fucking rearrange the numbers. So it's like gonna be.
mathematical fuck up.
That's what the man said.
That's not. There's no math involved. You were counting.
That's math.
No, it's not.
Let's see.
Explain.
So, he gets a perfect one for a vampire, the Boon of Fortitude.
What probably happened was I just hit the plus for the rollable table, and I duplicated a boon, and so I deleted it, and I forgot to go in and fucking readjust the numbers.
Makes perfect sense.
So I only have 4 I have to worry about. Focused shifter. You know what? I forgot. Our compendiums have a search function. Alright, so I'll link these in chat so that it's easy. I believe if I do this, then do that. Apparently not. Oh. I'll set to fix a formatting error. So, for the Boon of Divine Size, it's really simple. Treat yourself as 1 size larger than normal. For the Focused Shifter, oh, this one's going to require me to have you roll a 2, 4, 6. Roll my D6, Sai.
Deuce.
You can turn into giants. I'll tell you what level of giant in a second. And then for the Ravager, ironically a barbarian one. Well, as long as you have 1 HP, you can cure, at the start of each turn, you can cure yourself of 1 condition that is currently afflicting you and regain 10 hit points.
That's the anti-roaring.
That truly is, I guess. Yeah, clear the condition of being affected by his shit and gain some hit points.
Fortunately, the vampire did not get that. He got Fortitude 2. So give me 1 second to adjust his health, because he gets 40 HP, more than he already had. That's why I said perfect for a vampire, actually.
Mother. Oh, Jet, I had them programmed. I had them set up to go somewhere because now they don't go anywhere.
Now,
You erased the whole list of boons.
Well, I technically just moved them. They're not erased.
Yeah, but they
They're
got erased
compendium.
out of the document.
Yeah. All right. So start of combat is Sai.
Just picture where that thing is pointing to.
That reminds me. Druids of your level.
Oni, did you roll initiative?
Oh shit.
He did not. You are good catch. Good catch.
Shoni. Please raise your hand if you are immune to fire. Sorry about this.
I think we talked about this. I'm super. I'm like a Pokemon. It's like a water versus fire. It's super effective against me with me being a grass type.
Yeah,
Ex-nay while we're in combat against an enemy.
It's like, yeah, we're not having this conversation. It's like I actually would say, it's like, everybody raise your hand if fire is a problem.
Guys, the fire doesn't affect you. Raise your hand. He just raises his hand. Like, yeah, sure. No magic just affects me at all.
Sweet, I'm dropping a fireball right here.
I just realized the vampire's portrait versus its image looks so different.
Yeah. That's because I had to fix the portrait, and then the token. It actually had a token, but on my end it doesn't have a picture, so I had to fix the picture. Because it makes it hard to find things when you can't find things. Sai, you can turn into this is probably the most useless thing you could have possibly got. Because your wild shape would only allow you to turn into a CR1 giant.
So, yes, a wild shape would, right? But I have a cloak which allows me to change into my CR of humanoids or beasts. Can I use that to change into my CR of a giant?
Because it's a boon, I will allow it. Boons are more powerful than items. So whatever this CR that your cloak allows would be the maximum you can turn into for a giant.
And I'm as right when combat started, just for shits and gigs, I probably activated my anime power. Or not my anime power, my, what is it called? My
Does
awakened
he have
power.
his backpack of
Yes, he does.
I guess it would be an action to see what he has on him that he didn't have before, or would it be longer?
It would be longer than that. You could reach into his backpack and grab one thing for an action.
Can I, for an action, take his backpack?
Sure. And he can't resist because he's incapacitated.
I take his backpack.
Back taken.
You, sir, are being judged for crimes against those which you claim to be.
Because he's drooling because he can't hear you because he is incapacitated.
Yes, you are being judged for the crimes against. He said he was what, part of the Threads of Time?
Strings of Fate. Strings of Fate.
You're being judged for calling yourself part of the Strings of Fate. I end my turn.
Topic.
When you say judge, are we murdering this dude? And if he's incapacitated, he can definitely hear.
Not necessarily. This power forces the person to daydream.
Oh, that's even cooler. Never mind.
Yeah, that's why I said it's not technically sleeping because they aren't completely unconscious of sleep, but they're daydreaming.
So at least is he hearing Sai at least then? Sai just not like talking to himself.
Sai's talking to the people watching us, but he's looking at the vampire.
You know what? I'm a dork. It is not nighttime. I now just remember I described the last scene as you guys teleporting into the Black City in the middle of the day. It was almost lunchtime. Why does the
Day
clock
night
say
time.
2200? Hold on, the clock is
I think
set.
that's when
The dodge
Monday ended.
Yeah, so it was 1500. Sorry, so it is like mid-afternoon. You're taking the dodge action, huh?
Kind of weirded out by what's going on, and I'm gonna summon my cup and fill it up, and then end my turn.
Which one are you using?
Which one? What? Who? What?
Which variation? I actually read the Coffee Warlock or the Coffee Wizard just yesterday.
No, I just because that's I use it as my focus. It's
Oh, okay.
basically just,
You're not actually using the feature.
No, I know none of the features. I just can I
Okay.
can summon it, and it's gonna be like my focus.
Gotcha.
It's a bonus. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, because if I remember right, at second level you get a bunch of like things like Rise and Shine and some other ones that you can do, if memory serves. But anyway, Rorin.
Well, I'll activate my giant form, but it specifically says if you're smaller than large, you become large, so I don't grow any larger.
Gotcha, but you're gonna gain the benefits from it though.
Right.
Got it.
Wait, that's the wrong thing. Hold on. Oh, geez. I'm looking for the effects to transform, and I must have left them on after the last fight.
That's fair.
And then I'll take this from the guy. And
Yes.
I'll end my turn.
He is startled awake by being smashed in the face.
When I want to take a step up, because technically with my larger size, I'd be hitting the top of what the game's for.
Oh, sorry. Go for it.
I might as well just move up here. And that's my turn.
Since he was woken up, this gives him an opportunity to use a legendary action. Sai, he is going to attempt to bite you.
Okay.
Because you're the first thing he sees, and goddamn, you're ugly.
When does he burn?
Why would he burn?
Because he's undead,
Oh, right.
and I have undead killer title.
And this is when Tophic finds out he's undead. I'm just kidding. He's gonna bite you. And miss. Okay. And when does... Hold on. We called it Undead Killer.
Yeah.
when a person has been around so little that I don't remember who the hell they are. I was just reading back through our chats and I'm like, who is that? He must have been around so little that I do not remember them.
It's not in any of our chats. You told me once that Bubblegum would do 3 times the target's health. They would lose 3 times their health. But that was Bubblegum.
Right. Oh, and that was just because Bubblegum had the feature for improving world titles. I believe it's actually equivalent to their CR one. It is 1d8 per CR radiant damage. So I will say start of his turn.
Okay.
So we're going to resolve the title first, and then we resolve the incapacitation effect. Because he can technically pass it. So roll me.
You can roll so you don't tell us the CR.
That's fair. Okay. So he takes 13 points of radiant damage from your title.
He's a CR2.
No, he takes more than that. Hold on. God, I am tired. I totally put 1D the CR rather than CRD8. That sounds more correct. Let's see. So radiant.
Well, now we see dice. Bunch of question marks. I like it.
So 85. So 82, 72. He takes 72 additional damage. Then he needs to make, because we said start of the turn for Pisces, right?
Yes.
Alright, so he makes a wisdom saving throw. Now that he knows how lethal it is, he is going to burn a legendary resistance to resist.
Fair enough.
And he gets all these back. Because he used the legendary action and then gets them back. This is not. And yeah, he'd probably. Yeah, no, that makes sense. He's going to attempt to lock eyes with you, Roran. And he's going to try something. Do you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
It says charisma on the...
Charisma, that's what I meant, sorry. I told you I'm tired.
And you make it at advantage.
Is this spell or magical effect?
I would say it's magical enough.
Oh.
Then I already have advantage.
But never.
Ooh. Can you make him re-roll, Tofik?
Oh, I'm immune to charm if that's what we're doing.
Oh. There you go.
Fine.
So you'll feel this effect kind of creep across your body. It's kind of that tingly. He locks eyes with you, and there's just this moment where you can tell that he's trying to enthrall you and make you his friend. But being immune to charm, you're just kind of like, ew. Well, that's his action, and he doesn't come with any bonus actions. This is kind of dumb. Should have went with the other stat block, Grim. I would have at least had things to do. That is the end of his turn. Oni.
Alright, let's see. Oni will. Let's see. Anyway, because need to do a little measurement real quick. Yeah, there's no way. Okay. You can't use that spell. I'm just gonna hit him. Actually, Dawn is just. Is it 40? 30 feet under. Yeah, it's still no way. Where is that mixed oak? Oh, there that is. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna hit him with I bite. My target. Yeah.
I bite. Oh no. You targeted yourself.
Oh, it's because the spell has stealth. That's
So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw, is what you're saying.
yeah, it needs to make a wisdom saving throw. I don't know why. I think it's because its range and target is stealth for some reason. It should be enemy.
14.
Fails. I will do what Rowan does. I will make him be asleep.
But here is where the difference between what you and Roran is doing. Yours inflicts the unconscious condition. He is immune to being unconscious.
Oh no. Rip.
Pony. Well, the reason why I bite targets you is because it lasts duration, and then you get to pick what one you want to do each round to a creature within 60 feet of you.
It's sort of like you're enchanting yourself to gain an ability.
Oh, okay. Let me...
So that's why it targets you, but the game is too smart, but then makes you roll the save.
Okay, so
You can change the spell to target creature, but that's why it was targeting you.
okay, so yeah, the game just did it. That's why, because it's a little. Even though it says like target self, it just means.
That's why technically it should be. Now that I've learned how to do this, I told Grim this on Monday. There's a way to chain these together. So what it should have done is have a self-target that then applies a I bite condition to you, so that you know you're under the effect of the spell, and I know you're under the effect of the spell, and then it can have a secondary trigger that then attacks a creature.
Okay, that's kind of.
This is where the intelligence of the system can also be its downfall.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So yeah, either way, you found out that he is immune to being unconscious.
Hey guys, we can't put him unconscious. It only works with Rowan.
Is that the end of your turn, Oni? Any bonus actions, movement?
A step right here. And I'll end my turn.
Sai, start of your turn. Wisdom saving throw. You succeed. You may continue. And not that it mattered, but I did also forget that undead suffer a disadvantage attacking you also with this title.
Ooh.
So
I didn't know that.
keep that in mind.
As a bonus action, bangles fire on. As my action, you have been judged unworthy. How do you plead? I activate my Midas, so gold starts running through my arms.
Okay.
Object interaction, I will pull out a dagger. End of turn.
On my 10. I want to do that. Don't want to do that. I'll murder him. Oh. It's just bad idea after bad idea.
Do it.
I was gonna banish him, but you want him to answer questions, so that's kind of fucked up. We're in a bad position too. And give Sai the help action. And end my turn.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, I love wisdom saving throws. God damn it, I knew I shouldn't have got so close. I keep forgetting.
10-foot radius.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make it an advantage. That's probably not enough. Actually, I have the ability to
It's 26.
Yeah, I figured I rolled a 23. I'm just trying to see if I have any reactions. Nope. I can no longer provide you the help action, sir. As I like, I'm gonna hang out. Ooh.
Oh, this is like the second time Mr. Coffee's gone to sleep.
But I can't be put to sleep.
But you can be incapacitated.
Yeah, I can daydream, I'm pretty sure.
That is why this power is worded as specific as it is. All right, so it is Mr. Topic's turn. Lauren.
Bonus action, activate the freeze bangles. And tap.
Nine hits for 37 points of damage. Okay. Anything else, Warren?
I'm going to take a 5-foot step back, putting Puppet out of the aura. Do you want
fair?
In the attack?
Anything else, Ron?
Not unless he wants to take an opportunity.
Yeah, no, you know what? You're right. He probably would. You guys already got him to badly injured. What is he gonna use? Uh, 25 hits, sir.
Misses.
Oh, never mind. That is a natural 20.
Ah.
It waited to tell me until after it prompted you for a reaction.
Okay.
Let's see that.
He can go ahead and re-roll that at disadvantage.
Fair enough. A 20 misses. Wow, that's pretty good actually. Anyway. Okay, anything else, Ron?
That's it.
He'll take a legendary action at Tofik.
Well, what I do now?
You used your power on him. You took a critical away from the big bad vampire.
He's incapacitated. He wouldn't have been able to use a reaction. I just realized.
He wasn't. If you'll. Oh, you mean Tofik?
Tofik, yeah, he wouldn't have been able to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh, you are.
God.
Then that would have been 14 points of slashing damage, Roran. It's not magical, so if you reduce magical... Physical...
I do. I'm resistant to slashing, and I reduce it by a further 8, which I think takes it to
0. Based on how this ability works, go ahead and move 5 feet back towards him as you have been grappled.
Okay.
So you are currently grappled. Alright, then into your turn, he actually can't use his legendary action because you're grappled. Well, I guess he would use his legendary action on you, because he could use the other one, which is his bite attack. So a 17 will not hit you, Roran, or Tofik, because I apparently targeted Tofik too. It's not. Anyway, so the 17 will miss. And then start of his turn, he has to make another wisdom saving throw. What was the DC? 26?
Yep.
That is a failure still. And he takes the 1d8 radiant. Not 1d8. XD8. Yikes. 85 points of radiant damage. And yeah, he'll burn his resistance because he is now on death's door. He ain't looking too good. He may not be taking damage from sunlight, but he might as well be. He does have...
He also takes 3d6 fire damage because grappling me with my 3D bracer is running.
That is fair. Go ahead and roll the 3d6.
11.
Kill him with grapple damage.
It got very close. Well, he's going to do what most vampires do. He's going to be a coward. He is going to drop the grapple on you after realizing he's burning just to grapple you. And he is going to use an action to cast Mist Form. Well, it's not cast, it's transform, sorry, into Mist Form. one of those moments. Not 19. He's at 19. Fuck it. He's got to try at this point. He is going to float away in mist form. That does proc 2 attacks of opportunity if you both want to take one.
I use my reaction to reduce the damage when he attacks me.
Okay, fair enough. Sai, are you taking a reaction?
Yes.
He is dead.
Does he have to make a save to be turned into gold?
No. Because his reaction kicks in. Oh, never mind. No, he's dead. Because it cannot transform, because it already did. Well, I should have read that ability a little closer. I would have totally done that completely different. Oh well. He is dead. The mist turns into gold and falls like a pile of golden sand.
I'll drop my aura and giant form and bracers and shake Tofik awake.
You are woken. Unless you choose not to wake up.
Well, I wouldn't be sleeping, but yeah, I'd become unconditioned.
Yes.
My dream. That was interesting.
So good news, bad news.
Hello, everybody.
That gold only lasts until morning.
Okay.
What happens then?
He reverts back to whatever the fuck he was, and I don't know.
Whatever the fuck he
What
was.
do you? Yeah.
And like, does it like so if one? So what is it? Like a pile of gold, a chunk of gold? What it turns?
Literally
into?
a dust. It's
Sand.
gold dust.
Okay. So
I'm not
like
picking
one.
that up.
Does one grain turn back into him? Can we just like scatter it to the world?
I pull out a vacuum cleaner. Hoover it.
He's a tune, remember?
You don't have these? It's a Hoover.
I don't know what the fuck it is. It's like a Black & Decker to me.
It's the Black & Decker Hoover.
That Hoover, I don't think Hoover's gonna have me back.
We could bury it on hollowed ground or something like that. That's the usual thing to do with that sort of. Right?
That makes sense. Don't you know a cleric, Oni?
Yeah.
Your Nate friend?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one that's here.
Did he drop his magic items?
Yes. When he dies, turns to gold. It would leave a pile of clothes and he has clothes, he has a cape, and he has a ring.
As you ask that, you turn around and there's a clothesline up and Sai is like currently like getting the gold sand out of nooks and crannies and then putting it up on the rack. Putting the next one on the rack.
We'll collect those. Are people reacting to us? Are people getting the guards? I assume.
No, actually, they're not. A lot of people looked and actually watched as if you were street performers, doing a bit, because it was so comical how fast this went that no one believes that you guys were actually fighting.
Okay.
And then just dust. So you said we got to put this on hollow ground?
There an Arcana check or something like to figure out exactly
He's-
what to do.
This would be
we
more
can
religion.
ask that guy, the guard.
The one that's dead?
Yeah, we can cast gate.
You gonna pull him out of line again?
Maybe we can use the guild card. You think he's got a card?
Is that a religion check?
Yes, please.
I'm adding a d6 from knowledge of past life. 33.
Yeah, you're fairly certain that things that you've come across within texts say that you could bury the remains of undead on hallowed ground, and they should not be. It would not allow. That would allow them to rest and not be brought back.
Yep, hallowed ground will do it.
How do we find hallowed ground?
I will message Nate. I'll be messaging Nate like, hey Nate, we fought an undead. Where's a nice hollow ground to bury him?
And Nate would probably answer that question with probably several locations in the Black City.
In the Black City, there's almost an endless amount.
Yeah, I'll say, yeah, he just kind of really
Because
everywhere.
pretty much every redeemed god / fallen god has a temple in the Black City somewhere. They may not be giant ornate churches, but they're definitely a dedicated space as long as they exist.
Well, I guess Nate would probably tell you one in a church that belongs or that he belongs to.
So he's gonna send him to the Church of Sirik.
Yep.
Well, you already know where that is, Oni. You went there once already.
Do I know of any gods who are specifically anti-undead?
That's a good question. I know.
Raven Queen.
You see, when you start calling names out, I have to roll to see if they're alive.
I knew it. I was wondering.
I'm pretty sure we rolled her.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
we redeemed her.
Oh,
We
right.
redeemed a whole bunch of death gods.
Right. You're right. So yes, she is redeemed.
We have our priorities.
Yes, so that, as a matter of fact, is correct. So you know the Raven Queen is, and the other one I was thinking of was... I am drawing a blank on his name now. He's in Baldur's Gate 3 now.
Mix.
Merkel.
Merkel. God of Murder?
No, the one who came... The one who the trio of those gods got their power actually from. I can't think of his name right now.
Knucklebones. They played Knucklebones. They used his fucking dagger to kill him.
Yes.
Baldur?
No. Hang on. But Grumpy knows who I'm talking about. It was...
Ball?
No,
No,
he's
Ball.
got a weird
As
name.
Ball, Bane, and Merkel
Yurgle.
who killed. Yes, there he is, Yurgle. Thank you.
Yurgle.
I
Yes.
don't know why. I think you're saying Nurgle. I was like, what? Nurgle's here? I was like, oh.
No, Yurgle. Yeah, he was the one that those three killed in order to get their powers from. So Yurgle himself would be another one. I don't think we've rolled for him though.
He is
So-
on the. I was looking at the redeemed, and he is on the redeemed.
Okay, well then there's two that you would know of right at the top of your head. Yurgle and the Raven Queen.
The Lord of the end of everything.
Ooh, let's go with him.
Also, there is, I guess technically your party has ties, so Roran would know that there is one more technically who has problems with undead, and that would be. Hold on, I will pass you the name.
Calimbor.
He's dead.
I know a guy who has a problem with people who keep coming back from the dead.
Who?
He who taketh the color, and he who giveth it back. Our Lord and Savior Thea.
See, you got it wrong. He doesn't hate undead. He hates fiends.
He
just
hates people who come back from the undead. Come
That's
back
true.
from being
That's
dead.
true.
And that's what I said. But yeah, we can go to the Lord of the end of everything.
Jurgle.
He sounds like someone to know.
Knucklebones.
Sorry, Oni, but we understand that church, but
I think the one I recommend is much more nicer, but I won't lie.
So, what was the decision?
we're going to the God of the end of days.
So how do you go about finding his church?
I'm going to use 10 energy and activate my movement, which is Zen walking, which I don't go. It's I don't go where I want to go. I go where I need to go.
That is a good one to have. So it's like find the path, but better.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's someone roll me a D8. See? Interesting. Okay. So I assume everyone's following Sai.
Yeah.
So basically, you guys were here when you were participating in the fight in front of the giant statue of the last wall. Sai, your feet take you west. And as your party goes, you pass by the Adventurers Guild, cross over the bridge, pass by the Voiceless Flute, pass by the Colosseum, and when you get to this intersection here, your feet want to take you to the north. Assuming you don't resist. Alright.
Yeah.
As you go to the north, you get to this crossroads right here, and abruptly are pointed to go west. Northwest.
Yep. Good thing I have this because I was looking on the other side of the map when you told me it was west.
You started going east.
Yeah, and then like there was a ping over here, and I'm like, oh, whoops.
Well, at least it carries over into your everyday life. Alright, anyway. And basically when you get to here, so Black City, let's sort these eventually. Urgel's Temple. Hold on, just making a map marker for it. And Temple. When you get to there, you will see remnants. It's a strange sort of sight because you get here and it's furnished, but like the door isn't locked. There's nobody around that you can see, but there is symbols, flags, statues that definitely tell you that you are in a space dedicated to Urgel. Between you and Roran, you could basically spot the religious iconography for his sect immediately. But you don't really see anybody around. Like, if you venture inside, it's empty. Like I said, it's furnished. Like, you see tables, chairs, it's clean. But it doesn't look like anyone's actually lived here in a while.
Hello?
No response as far as you can tell.
What?
A moment standing here and you'll see a tray float by.
Hello, good sir.
Text magic.
You see outlined a figure. One moment. I need to get the exact description here. So, it becomes a light with magic underneath this tray. It appears to be of the Conjuration School, and what you see just appears to be a blob. almost ectoplasmic-like in nature in terms of the way it looks, but it has no shape. It does not seem to acknowledge your presence. It just keeps going. And then a moment later, from another area, you'll see another. You'll see another one that comes with a feather duster and is dusting.
We have the remains of a vampire we want locked away. Announcing that to the room.
Just hear this. A halfling will approach in black robes. Sorry about that. We're not used to having company anymore after our esteemed guest checked out. You said you have remains of a vampire?
Yes, a pretty old one.
I present the vacuum cleaner.
One second. He'll kind of do that thing where they have overly large arm material, and he'll kind of fold his arms in on each other and walk away.
What was his name, Warren?
I read books. Hold on. Oh. Karpov Rendelgast, King of the Black Stewards.
He will return a moment later with a ornate-looking wooden box, which is embossed with gold outlining. He will lift the lid and say, "Please deposit the ashes in this receptacle."
I turn it over. I twist something else, pull something else, move a lever, pull out a bag. Put the bag in there.
He'll close the top. And he'll hold up a finger and run it across the front of the box, and you'll see the name that you stated, Karpov Rendelgast, just kind of burn its way into the wood.
You guys said he was like an enemy. He was an enemy of the Threads of Fate.
Not sure who the Threads of Fate are.
That was his previous jailer.
They haven't been active in about 100 years.
Well, that would explain it. We, as an organization, have only been around 20.
Oh, you're asking us a good question.
Because I'm not sure what year it is. I haven't been on this plane for quite some time. Well, I appreciate that you thought of us in your undead containment issues.
Is there a fee?
There was once, but it is no longer necessary. Is there anything else you require of the church?
Not me. Have a good day.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
I'm going to give him a bag and say, that's a donation for the church.
A bag.
Very well, I will distribute as needed. And with that, he'll take his leave and kind of go farther into the interior. Roaring with your tremor sense, you will literally feel his presence disappear not too long after he goes around the corner.
So what are we up to now?
I gotta return this guy. So, it was.
Pardon us for taking up your time. Do you have a name? I don't know, since now that you have been awakened. Did you ever come up with a name while we were, carrying around during this adventure? They kind of looked at the ooze.
My name is Squillington.
Quentin, get back. It's your realm.
That would be appreciated.
So I would like to attempt to cast plane shift using him as the anchor.
Fortunately, he is not good enough to serve as a tuning fork.
Okay, can I spend the energy to remove the component needed of a tuning fork?
If you have the energy to spend, sure. I believe that's only like rank 2, rank 3. Oh, I can do it with just one rank. Right.
I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work, but he was going on a wing and a prayer.
Sai begins to cast a spell using the slime as focus, using his anime power to modify the spell to have no need for the forked metal rod that is worth 250 iridium pieces for a particular plane. The space starts to glow, the world starts to warble and shift. And was everybody going with him, or are you just going by yourself?
thought it was goodbye himself.
I wasn't gonna go.
That's fine.
Tofik, you staying here as well?
Yeah.
Well, then, Grim, this is your lucky day because my outcome changes. As space warbles and whips, you feel reality shift around you, and you find yourself in a green, tinted, slimy place with a giant slime tree that you can view in the distance.
Sir
Squillington.
Squillington. Sorry. Is this the right place? Wait,
Cool.
is he here?
Odd or even higher low?
That's a highly odd question to ask.
As you turn to say that, and talk to him, there is no one beside you. For the people left back in the Temple of Yurgle where he teleported from, there is a slime on the floor, blinking at you like, what was supposed to happen?
Sir Swinton?
I thought he was taking me home.
Pulls out the card, the Adventurers Guild card, and starts messaging Sai. Hey, Sai, weren't you taking Sir Swinton home?
Dangerously unreliable. Dune's worse.
Roll a D100 to see if your message gets through.
$22.
You receive the message.
Well, I got here. I think Mr. Coffee wanted to banish him, so have at thee.
Hey, Coffee. I don't know. Sai made me say that. But, Tofik, do you want to banish him back? So,
I can cast banishment. See if that works.
Alright. Sir Swinton, don't resist this. Just let this magic happen upon you. If you don't mind.
Alright, feel free to cast your spell.
I did.
What's your DC normally?
24.
Well, there is a chance he succeeds.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, banishment is not one of those spells that has a you can willingly succeed.
Yeah, I think there's very few of them.
That is correct.
You're like, no, you can do it. I said, then people's argument is no, because it's in actual spells, so that means it would be indicated.
One of the good things they did in the new version is you can willingly fail.
Yeah,
I've never understood why you can't.
Oh, I agree. This is more for comedic effect than I agree, because I agree with you. Normally, I would just say it's not. But for comedic effect, to see if he just can't be, he's the slime who can't leave. Unfortunately, or fortunately for you, unfortunately for him, he does fail, so. What layer does he end up in? That's not good. Oh well.
Doesn't it send people that were back to their realms if they're from a different dimension?
Doesn't specify which layer.
Uh,
It just returning it to its home plane.
Yes.
But if a plane has multiple layers, sometimes it's funny to find out whether they actually go home or somewhere else within their home. A minute goes by, creature stays.
Defeated an old vampire and start spilling
Banish
us
a
back.
creature to and banish a creature to some weirdness. Yes, I know.
We saved the world.
All right. Now what?
Oh.
Don't we need our level 12 assignment from the handler?
You are correct. You have not gotten it yet.
Have we decided on what we wanted to do? The politics or war?
Bro, which one? I thought we did.
No.
Okay.
You debated, and then got distracted by the idea of a vampire roaming.
It was less about there being a vampire and more about him pissing us off by locking us down there.
That's fair. That's fair.
He could have lived. Could have lived.
If he left the door open, as Roran stated, he probably wouldn't have been hunted down.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So which one do y'all feel like doing? Because the next time we do the next one, it'll be the final challenge and much more difficult. Because I don't know how much the military one would change. The using during a military battle or being a politician, which one could be much more annoying to do.
Wow. Like different sides of the same coin.
Which one would you like to do, Tofik, since you're going to be a future emperor? What if you do become future emperor?
I don't know. I was feeling. Would you like to play a game? You didn't catch my reference, did you?
Well, I don't know what you mean.
Would you like to
play
play thermonuclear war?
yeah. I got a house character, but hey, you want to play
War
chess?
Games was pretty good. It was a good movie.
But yeah, I'd probably. I just feel like like war. Good God, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. So we should probably just get out of the way. It's the real business, politicking. So yeah, I choose war. Do politics later. Or whatever we have to do.
Alright.
Would you like a caramel?
Can I get like hot fudge instead?
That's what I asked you. Would you like a caramel?
Yeah.
Well, you know I don't have any. Have some coffee.
Why'd you offer it?
Because I love messing with you.
It's like how you wear that mask.
Do I now?
I've seen it. Well, did Sai ever come back, or is Sai still away in the slime dimension? Oh yeah, and there's also still Limbo.
No, you can't have caramel.
Oh, Limbo, not caramel.
And it had sea salt in the middle of it. Oh, so good. So you have that sugar, and then right in the middle, it's just like bam.
What are you talking about?
Celtic sea salt caramels. They're delicious.
Is that I'm not there, but is that your new brand of coffee?
It is something I'm working on right now. And I know people are like salt, but salt is actually has been used to remove the bitterness of coffee for centuries, actually. Well before some people actually ever had sugar. But as you noticed, my brewing effect and technique has eliminated the necessity for other flavorings. Sometimes.
What about you, Rowan? Do you also agree with going with like the
War?
war
Fine.
one?
Lead an army?
Right? Doesn't it just sound wonderful? It's just
And I'll agree to that. So that's 3 on 1 that's absent and 2 that's a cardboard. So.
Yeah, those both are on fire over there. Don't worry about it.
I think it's only 1 on fire since
I
think the other one left.
We'll put a pause there for a moment while you guys are thinking this over. Sai, you go racing towards the giant tree, being told that you need to purify yourself at the 4 or 6 holy sites.
This herein lies the question. At the 6 holy sites, but there's only 5 planes.
main plane obviously has two. It has like a small one for that plane, and then one for like the entire thing or layer. Or
Oh, I know why I told you 6. No, there are 6.
Because I sent you back a list, and one of them was a question mark.
Hold on.
So Sai doesn't know the last one.
I know. One moment. I need to look over your list again. It has been a couple weeks or months. Did you?
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the right wording. I'm trying to think of the right wording.
Okay, well, while he tries to find that, we'll go back to the main party real quick. So, you've decided what you want to do. Now are you go on your way to go do it?
Since when Sai comes back, he'll deal with that. So we can start getting a head start on everything.
Well, ironically, you're both missing 2, and one of those isn't a holy site. The Beastlands is not a holy site.
But I was going from upper planes, and so that's all I knew.
Mm-hmm. So, as far as Sai is aware, he has now visited 4 of the 6 he needs. But as you fly towards the tree, you'd feel this weight and almost a detachment. Nothing has left you yet, but you feel less inclined to lean into your corruption. And then after an hour, you would be attuned to the oozing freedom. So is the party gonna wait an hour, or you're gonna just go ahead and go and get Sai's input once Sai gets back?
I think we'll like do like a little bit of head start because I think since we almost the majority votes on what we're gonna do, we'll just go to the trainer and just tell him like This is the option we're choosing.
I can imagine Sai would object to choice.
Let us go forward. Limited people. I guess it's not larger for a country.
So you're going to your handler then?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys know that you can find him in the Placeless Flute. Between the time it took you to fight the vampire, go to your goal, come back, it's still roughly 1600. So you'll find him sipping tea, looking like he just finished a meal and is relaxing. Oh yes, the Team A. It's wonderful to see you again. What can I do for you?
For our next trial, we wanted to do the leave an army.
Ah, yes. The trial of military prowess. Okay, well, that one will take some time to set up, but I will let them know that that is what you want to do, and once I have instructions, I will give you I will message you the details. But as far as the initial meeting we had amongst the handlers was concerned, essentially we're gonna give you a pool of people to pick from. You decide who you like, comprising a contingent of 100 people, and then you will basically face off against an examiner who has the same standard team, army comprised of 100 people, and you will conduct a war game. But I need more specifics, so I will message you as soon as I've got those, probably tomorrow or the day after. Oddly enough, there hasn't been a team yet that has picked that first, so... Until then, feel free to do whatever you are doing.
Alright, thank you. Any idea how long it'll take?
Like I said, today or day after, I'll at least have the information to get over to you, and then time will depend on how long it takes you to vet the people by whatever criteria you want to vet them by. And criteria that you want to vet them by, and time it takes us to set up the arena. So I'd say a week, unless it takes you longer.
Okay. Thank you very much. And I'll leave. I don't know about the others because they're AFK.
Mm-hmm. So, for added character knowledge, I need to finish making the mechanics just a little bit, but essentially what I want to do is have each of you design, and they don't have to be like super in-depth. You could give them generic names and stuff, but basically pick 20 people that you'd want to command as a character. So whatever role, race, whatever class is fine. And then basically each of you brings 20 to the table. Which I just realized, because you don't have 5 people anymore, I need to make that 25 each. Unless the 5th person returns. So, 25 people, and basically you're just going to design your own platoon based around that, and then I have mechanics that I got to work out for on the army side of things. Alright, well, Roran, you are piloting the boat right now. What would you like to do next?
The Hunter's Guild, find a quest.
Sure. So, I mean, you know where it is. It's not that far from the Voiceless Flute. You enter. It appears to be a tabaxi running thing, a kind of black tabby, not black tabby, just a black tabaxi, wearing a, it's not commoner's clothes, but it's not noble's clothes, so he'd be like somewhere in the middle. Semi-decent clothes, not fancy though. Welcome to the Hunters Guild. What business do you have with us today?
We're just picking up a quest.
No, well, I assume you know where the boards are.
Thanks. And I'll check out the quest.
You'd see several this time around. The first one you'd see that catches your eye more because your character knows this individual. Bring back, basically they want you to hunt the great wolf of the plains. Which your party met very early on.
Yeah, he was nice. What kind of quest is it? Is it a special?
Yeah, it's a special rank. And then basically all they give you is basically they want the pelt of the creature and its sword. And they even promise an incentive of 10 times the normal pay if carried out. But again, a special, you know it's not backed by the guild. You're not going to get much more information than what's in the leaflet. Aside from that one, there would be 4 others right now that are within your range. That one's not necessarily in your range, but, you know, it would interest you. The first one would be to hunt down and retrieve the eye of a cyclops. There would be, in that one would tell you that southern plains, southeast area, somewhere that stretch, the cyclopses have been seen. The next one, well, yeah, of course the cyclops is in a celestial. Sorry, I was looking up cyclops to make sure I had that right. So for there, it gives you a threat rating of... It's an E. You're fairly confident you guys can take down an E. The next creature on the list was a little higher than that. And it would be... Apparently I broke 5e tools. One moment. There we go. This one would be... a hunt request for a group of... So this one's actually an open-ended contract from the guild itself. I always forget to discuss these. So the guild has usually 2 quests that are from it, and the rest are from people who post hunters notices for good big game. And the daily for this week probably wouldn't interest you guys. It's just basically going out and killing dire wolves and bringing back proof for a monetary value of like 4 iridium per trophy, essentially. And then the weekly, which would interest you a little bit more, is call a horde of iron golems, which have started pouring out of that ship to the east.
That one shoots you with gigantic lasers every time you try to get close to it?
Yes. You're not wrong. But now there is not even a bigger threat, but another threat of more golems have poured out. These are actually certified compared to other reports that you've seen, because this is from the guild, so they spare no expense on reconnaissance. And in this case, they do confirm that these are iron golems, but there appears to be numbers in the thousands of them. So basically, if you can bring back trophies that proves that you've killed the creature, you are rewarded a monetary monetary prize of, Amber alert. Monetary prize of, what was this range? Hold on.
Oh, wow, I also found those.
Well, you and I are in the same state. Roughly 1,000 iridium a trophy. So it was special. Kill the wolf of the Great Wolf of the Plains. Plains. Kill and retrieve. Bonsai. This one was the weekly. It's rated weekly A rank. of the iron golems. And the final one was in... Wait, I have that wrong. That's not A rank, that's C rank. Yeah, that's C rank. So ignore the A, that's a C. And then the next one is the A rank.
The Hunter's Guild or just the regular guild?
This is the Hunter's Guild.
Okay.
So these are bounties, which, like I said, for the Hunter's Guild always offers a weekly for culling certain monster populations. So the daily was dire wolves, which is kind of beneath you, but if you really want to do it, it's I think I said 100 gold. No. Yeah, it was 100 gold per trophy, and then the weekly for this week is the iron golem that are pouring out of the wrecked ship to the east. For each trophy you bring back, it's worth 1,000 gold. And then the actual A rank also has to do with the ship to the east. A creature called a colossus has been seen in the area, and it also is causing trouble. That one's been marked a high priority because it's trying to break into the space that Sahith is in.
Yeah, I was just making sure. Since I don't know if the guild, like, since I know we can't take lower level quests as the guild, just wanted to make sure.
Yep, no, you're good.
Yeah. Who has the guild or hunters guild kind of thing? I don't think Oni ever just made one or signed up for one.
Sai has one, and I think Roran has one too. And as long as one member of your guild has it, they can accept the quest.
For the guys who weren't here, they need a couple of days to set up the war game we're going to fight. That's why I had to look for a quest. So do you want to do iron golems or the colossus one? I don't want to kill the Great Wolf of the Plains, and the Cyclops seems a little easy for us.
So it's okay. So the one you said, the weekly A, is it C or is it the E that's the C?
It's the weekly A is a C.
Okay. What day is it at the week? Like around the middle or around the end of the week?
Hold on.
It's Bub Day. It's the middle of the week.
There you go.
We could always come back to the weekly one.
I mean, strictly speaking, we could accept both, since they're in the same area.
Oh, then yeah, we could easily do that.
Is the weekly one even one that we accept, or do we just go out, collect trophies, and bring them back?
It's that. You basically bring the trophies back for iron golems, and that's it. Technically, the Hunter's Guild, you don't accept quests, because they're not quests, they're bounties. You're just fulfilling the bounty that's listed. So that's why you don't have to pay anything or not anything like that. It's just the Hunter's Guild. It's more about trophy hunting usually. Now, if there are specific things that need to be killed, they can issue quests like the Great Wolf of the Plains, quote unquote, but they didn't issue it. As you know, it's a special bounty.
The process is when they issued?
Yes. This one is, like I said, this one's listed as... Yeah, this is listed as a guild high importance.
I say we go after the process, and if we feel up to it, we can get some iron bones as well.
Perfectly fine with that. Seems like a very easy kind of thing to do.
Assuming we're out of range of the weapons.
He literally just stepped away, but this would have been the hour mark. That size attuned to his plane.
I'm guessing Sai would have been back then, right?
Well, he literally would come back just as you guys have decided on this. Well, it depends. I shouldn't say that. That depends on if he is going to come back.
Now he's gonna live his life in this flying area. Can't wait to hear about Sai's slime life. Oh, there it goes. Turn that off.
One second, I'm just entering this in the system. You guys can see the actual calendar and clock, right?
Yeah.
What day is it? Like the
Liquid
number?
25th.
Thank you. Just want to make sure I have that listed when I make these quests. Alright, so Hunter's Guild, and then we have... And you guys are taking the Colossus?
Yeah.
As you guys step out of the Hunter's Guild, Sai's behind you guys, flipping through a book and going, did you guys know that the Beastlands is not part of the Upper Plains?
No.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Does the river Styx run through it?
Does that make, if the river Styx runs through it, it means it's an Upper Plains?
No, that would be the Infinite Stairway. Well, in normal cosmology, anyway. But yeah, the river Styx runs through the lower plains, and
wait. Is the Infinite Stairway kind of look like a pillar?
It could look like anything to somebody who doesn't know what it really is. But you're kind of...
So could I have just gone to one plane and climbed up the pillar and gone to the next plane?
Levels? Are you talking about like layers of like a plane or different planes?
I have to visit 6 of the upper planes and go to their pillars. And if you're saying there's a there's a stairway. Am I going to the stairway in all these different places, and I could have just started in one and walked my way up to? I
It's
start
technically
beating
not
my head
up.
against the side of the Hunters Guild.
It's technically not always up. It is an infinite stairway, and you kind of have to know how to find it, and then you have to know. It's not just something you just go, oh look, there's a fucking set of stairs. Oh, and the doors aren't labeled.
It has doors.
Of course, how would you lock planes away from entrance onto the stairway?
Doors are my jam.
It also take a while since, infinite.
There's so much to unpack in there because, oh God, how was that? Oh man, I'm surprised you're not dead right now.
I'm sorry, was something said that I should be aware of?
Doors are my jam.
Not at all. Fuck you! Shut up! I almost said something to go with that. I was like, you said it again, and you almost made me say it.
But they are. You've seen me go in and out of doors, come out different places.
But that was, and then the next thing you talk about is the door being open. My jam and door and open and stuff that goes inside jam and.
Hey, I'm on a quest to get purified, and if lightning doesn't purify you from divine strikes, nothing will.
Wow, that just so hit. I was just giggling right when you said that. Maybe the happiest. Oh.
Well, I'm just trying to find out the other higher plane. So what are we doing now?
Going after a Colossus.
Nice. Crap, I still can't turn into a giant. But I now know a boon that I would like. Wait, is a Colossus a giant?
Given the context, I think a construct.
Yes. I would say if you're actually in game terminology, I would say no. I would agree with Roran, it would be a construct.
I am 2/3 of the way being purified.
Why didn't you be purified? What's wrong with you?
But yeah, if the Beastlands or whatever said you were at is not actually part of the upper planes, then it would have never been connected to the infinite stairway anyway, and you would not be able to go anywhere. But again, like I said, I don't even know if that cosmology actually.
Well, ironically, out of character, because of two members of this party, it is no longer a part of the upper planes. It was a part of the upper planes.
What do we do?
Season 1.
I wasn't there, so I know it's not my fault at least then.
Oh, they know who they are when I say Season 1. Anyway.
I was thinking, oh, did I do something? I was like, wait, Season 1, thank goodness. It wasn't me.
Alright, so how are we getting there?
What are we getting?
We're going after constructs, apparently.
Oh, gosh. Oh, is this the Iron Golems you said?
This is the Colossus.
Rhodes.
In general area.
Okay, well, definitely. Is there a place called Rhodes around here? It's got to be where it's at.
No, but it's funny that you say that. Because it isn't called just Colossus. So you're not far off.
So what's the name of the? Oh no. Have we ever heard of this thing or anything, or is this something?
No, you probably wouldn't have because this is, it's an official book creature, but it's one of those kind of alternative. No, it's the alternative setting. This is a Theros setting item or creature. So you're actually correct. I believe it is supposed to be the Colossus of Rhodes, but that is not what they call it in that setting.
Oh.
It's Colossus of blah blah blah.
Blah blah
Blah blah blah.
blah 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 blah.
But what happens if you don't say blah blah blah?
Then you're not a vampire. Ha ha ha! Count 1, 2, 3.
Ah. Oh wait.
I was really hoping to turn one of you into a vampire. Just kidding. There's only one person in this party that can be turned into a vampire.
That'd be funny. He comes at me. Kink. I fucked up. Yes, you did, my friend.
I was a vampire in one of the seasons for a short time.
Guessing Oni.
Yeah, I think he's the only one who could actually be turned into a vampire. Unless I'm mistaken, I believe Roran is also immune to diseases, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's just one of your innate passives, isn't it? Or is that something you gain later on in Druid?
It's either from the Reborn or being a Divine.
Oh, well, it's definitely from being a Divine. It's literally CR1 or DR1 stuff, so yeah. Anyway, so Construct can't be turned into a vampire, I don't think. You're immune to diseases, right?
I keep forgetting that it's considered
A disease.
What? I always thought it was a curse.
It is, but unfortunately, the transmission of it is a disease.
Of course.
At least that's how they stat it out on most vampire blocks. You were correct. Most of the time it's a curse. Or you think it's a curse anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, never mind. I would have had to really put into work to turn him into a vampire anyway. This is one of the older school vampires of you have to beat the shit out of the person you're trying to turn into a vampire before they become a vampire. You have to outright kill them.
Yeah.
Anyway, going off topic. Going after a creature. How you getting there?
We can try to teleport nearby and cart the rest of the way.
Sounds about right.
Alright. How are you getting there by teleport? Or rather, who's casting teleport?
I don't even know if I have teleport.
What?
I
What
don't
do you
think
want?
we're high enough level for
What do you want?
See what level spell is teleport?
7th.
Yeah.
Just
Teleportation circle is 5th. Teleport is 7th. Greater teleport is 8th. What do you want?
The teleportation circle is like you have to know the area.
Well, teleportation circle is fixed. It can only go between teleportation circles.
Yeah, you can go like from somewhere to a teleportation circle or teleportation circle to teleportation circle. But
Yeah, because with teleportation circle, it's a spell. You can draw it anywhere you want, but it has to go to a fixed point.
Yes. Yeah. And now that's funny because I was just telling him I have teleportation circle. then I draw one in the fucking house. I'm like, we haven't had any time.
That's
Yeah,
also a year.
Is that why it takes a year to draw a circle?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
Let's
Unless you get spell amplification. And then you spell amplification to remove that part of the spell.
Well, if I'll pay for it if Mr. Coffee buys us the spell from the scroll, and maybe he can cast it from the scroll. And I'll
Well, I can plane shift us there.
Plane shift slingshot. Or I guess it's plane shift boomerang, really. Is that what the party wants to do?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with that.
What? When was the last time we slept?
Yeah, haven't.
I don't sleep.
Well,
I think he means long rest activities.
Are you?
When was the last? I'm decent, I guess. I have been willy-nillying
Die.
Yeah.
on occasion.
Make me an insight check.
I'm definitely under half my spell points, but like I said, yeah.
Wow, that's low insight for you.
Yep.
I mean, regardless of it being low, it's still a high roll or a high number, just a roll.
It just depends on what you were basing it off of. If you're basing it off of the total or the d20, your choice.
You have an epiphany.
My born power?
No. This is something probably more important.
Oh, yeah.
How many of those statues did I say was down there?
30.
How many did you fight? The answer is 20.
30.
Hey guys, when I wasn't there, did you happen to kill the other 10?
Of what?
Weeping. Do we know they're weeping angels?
No, you just know there were statues.
The statue angel thingies. I go like this.
No.
Because remember when I said I stared down and was looking downstairs? There was 30 downstairs. So possibly that means it's 31, because if there's 30 downstairs and there was the one that... But no, Ron sent that to the plane.
Otherwise.
Can we gate those things to us?
Why the fuck would you want to do that?
But there's 10 right now wreaking havoc in the Black City.
Motherfuckers need to start taking care of themselves.
Yeah.
Personal fucking responsibility, man. I didn't create those things. They just happened to leave our house.
You're not wrong.
Ain't right. They shouldn't have been in there.
You're not wrong. You're wrong for it, but you're not
You
wrong.
just kicked out squatters?
But I do agree with you. If there are 10 of those things, our normal You would figure they'd be screaming like a doll with a knife was just attacking them.
So my epiphany is my born power allows me to give a once a day recharge to someone back. And I've upgraded it where I can now do 2.
Seems rather offensive.
I don't know how many more. Okay.
So
I'm running low on spell points, to be honest. We gotta go fight more right now. So is this spell points or like spell? Would you say just like you feel like you're running low on mana?
It's whatever you want. I mean, I've referred to it in both ways from the setting, so it's up to you how you feel more comfortable saying.
Okay.
But I will tell you that if you're talking to another spellcaster, they'll know what you mean by either term.
Okay.
You might have you as a character might have a different feeling because technically mana is the resource of black mages. They have a special resource specifically called mana. It's basically like sorcery points. It's not quite. I don't think they're quite as versatile, but they're basically like sorcery points.
at I think it was at Restoration 5, I was able to do 2 charges of a once a day thing. And then the last downtime I upgraded it to Restoration 6.0. Did that increase it to 3, or is it still just the 2 charges?
Still 2 charges.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to use the energy and do spell points return of Oni and Mr. Coffee. I don't know if that qualifies as a once a day because it's normally once a day you fill up. So this is, if it wastes it and it doesn't happen, it's a test.
We'll go middle ground. Not going to waste it, but not going to give them all back. Give me a second. I have to actually look up the items now because I always forget what I set these things to. So this is, you said rank 6 for you?
Yeah.
So we'll call this a tier 3 ability in comparison. So if you're going to use it on both Tofik and Oni, each of you roll 2d6. Tofik, you restore 5 spell points. You're good. Only you restore 9. And just so I don't have to remember again, Grim, at this current rank you can restore the equivalent of a superior mana potion.
And that uses up my whole use of it for the day?
Yes.
So we good to go to fight 10 more of these things?
Better.
How would we track them down?
They shouldn't be too far.
But these things stopped when people were looking at them. So they should probably still be nearby. Let's start at our house, see if we can find some trace of them. If no one has a magic solution.
Who's got to have a locate spell?
I did not go locate.
Creature.
Oh, I don't know what. I got also locate creature. I don't know, but would that be a? Would they be a?
So I can use after short rest. I should be able to. If I want to spend an hour, I can prepare locate creature and
Yeah.
try to do it that way. And at the same time, I can use arcane recovery and recover some spell points that way. Ooh.
So we're waiting an hour for him to engage.
Yeah, basically it's just a short rest, and I can basically switch a leveled spell.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine waiting. Cause I could also use it, but I don't have that like arcane recovery.
Okay. Odd or even high or low?
Ooh. Oddly low. Wow.
That was high even.
There's a lot of.
Unless you count each individual dice.
You called one, right?
I did get one. Yeah. Shit. Fucking highly odd in that one. 1, 2.
Man, that's so weird that there's so many highs.
Well, you know what to call next time.
Oh, sorry. 2 lowly odds. 47 is technically lowly odd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Need a notepad for this.
Nah. He's like, I gotta keep track of some shit. Where the hell you guys are, and where the stupid damn things are.
Yikes. I guess that's not so bad. That one had the best chance of being the worst.
Best chance of being the worst. There's Christmas trees. Makes me happy when I find a Christmas tree filled with a chocolate from that fine man known as Reese.
Agree.
While he was taking a short rest, can I have done some shopping?
Yes.
I'll see if they have a Blood Fury tattoo.
Nice. Trying to be more like
If they don't, you could just rip it off of that cardboard.
oh, we got the other
They do not at the moment.
Nice. Do they have the very rare Ring of Embiggening?
They do not. You guys are failing me. Failing me. Not you guys. I got that done. Anything else you wanted to look for?
I know, that's it.
Anyone else not taking a short rest want to do something else?
Nah, I believe I'm also taking a short rest.
Okay. Ty?
During this, I'm going to look at my book on planes and see if I can find out information on this staircase that Mr. Coffee was talking about. To see if I've been going up and touching the staircase of each of these planes.
Now that would be fucking hilarious. You're like touching the door to the infinite staircase and then just coming back here instead of going through. Like, okay, now we're gonna go upstairs.
Meanwhile, Tara's like, what the hell's taking this guy so long? All he had to do was go to one plane.
Yeah. How do you lost on those stairs? Oh, hey, don't take those stairs. What? Oh, yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to. Oh, she was taking those stairs. We took her right to.
Moved straight to the.
Where did you get the Book of the Plains again?
The Mage Guild.
As you flip through the pages, there is no reference to it in a Infinite Staircase.
Thank you.
Which just keeps building on my lore of Tophic knowing shit that he shouldn't.
He just knows stories.
He does. And that's what makes it funny. Because everyone looks at him like he's crazy.
Talking about, he seems so confident. He's got a lot of information about this.
The whole time he's been lying.
But as you're flipping through the pages, odd or even, high or low?
That's a highly odd question to ask me, sir.
The contract.
It is neither high nor is it odd. I was going to throw you a bone, but apparently not. You flip through the pages, and as you're turning to like specific pages, you're like, oh, I haven't had this problem in a long time, as colorful ink splashes across certain pages.
You have to sign, say, hey, don't look up. You can't look up this.
They come from me?
It did. It's like the palm of your hands, and you'll notice as you look at your hands, they're Technicolor for just a moment before it returns to your current state.
If I get rid of the corruption, do I get my color back? I hope there's no good information on that page. Flip.
So, hour goes by. Those who needed a short rest gain the short rest. At this point, Roran has probably returned. Sai has finished looking through his book for the moment.
Okay, see if we can find these weeping angels. Angel set.
Okay. How would you like to go about doing it?
Let's hope that locate creature
Tophic.
works.
Day Grumpy?
Was that? Sorry. I was talking.
You gonna cast a spell? Okay.
Yes,
Sure.
yeah, I'll keep casting it over and again if I have to.
And what is the target?
I basically describe the angels that we beat the shit out of.
So you guys are basically at the Hunter's Guild. Within 1,000 feet. within 1,000 feet, you do not sense the creatures you described.
Alright, well, we start walking.
Head to our house. Very, very nice house.
I check the yard.
Make it to there. Nothing. Then go this way. Go.
When we get to our house, do I see any like small animals, squirrels, birds?
No. And that is a great ask, because as you're on your way here, keeping an eye out for things, you don't see any small creatures. And it's 1700. It's a couple hours before dark, which means it's probably close to time for people to start making their way home. You don't see anybody on the way here. And when you get to your house, you see a group of people. You see eight bodies on the ground, 9 people who look like they are severely hurt from bite and claw wounds, slashing wounds, and 3 people who are kind of standing in a triangular formation with what looks like a pile of rocks, which some parts do resemble statuesque features.
I'm going to go up to the dead injured people, and I'm going to cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay.
I was not rolling because I didn't put the template down.
Yeah, just roll 3d8 and then tell me what your spell modifier is. Or whatever level you're going to cast it at.
25 total.
Oh, thank you. There's a general consensus of gratitude. They were all fairly hurt.
I think you said there were more than 6 severely injured, right? Because the cap
There
6,
were 9.
I'll cast it. 16.
Okay. While civilians are stronger in this setting, that's still enough to max heal most people. Unless they're barbarians. So yeah, they all look pretty much good to go again. The 3 who were staring at the rock pile have kind of made their way over to the group. Man, did you see that thing? That was scary. One minute you'd be just minding your own business, next you turn around and bam, there's a statue right there.
Right.
And it was covered in blood, and the next thing I know, I just heard this sickening crunch sound, and I'm glad it just happened to be coming back home from the work site. And you'll notice the 3 each have like battle, like war hammers, and not like mauls, like heavy war hammers.
Yeah.
I didn't have my wits about me. That thing would have eaten me.
Is this the only one there is?
It's the only one we saw.
I'll look over at Tofik.
I got nothing now. I sense nothing, right?
Actually, if we're saying right here, it was like where you sensed, where you had originally found one. There would be one over here.
I will basically. Nice X. I like that X. Kind of point in direction. I believe I know distance and all that.
So it's good if we just start running over there.
So making your way over to the next one, in any sense? Shortly before you get there, Tofik, you will no longer sense it. But it does not seem like it moved. At least not from your purview. And when you get over there, you see that it has been destroyed by a rather peculiar-looking metal man. He is hard to understand without being a smith yourself, but the general gist of what you can understand about this individual is he is made up of various metals. Like one arm looks to be made maybe of copper, the other arm appears to be made of silver, his chest appears to be made of iron, his legs appear to be made of some sort of silver-like substance, and his head appears to be made of crystal, almost. It's a metal that you would look at and mistake for crystal. I got this one, fellas.
I see that.
Thank you very much.
He was a little antsy. Fortunately, I have dealt with these creatures before. There was a nasty pocket of them when I went up to the frozen north looking for the sacred waters. I was given bad information, and the quote, as he puts his hands up in air quotes, cave where I was supposed to find this fountain of sacred water, I found a huge gathering of these creatures and decided that it was smarter to just collapse the cave.
Yes. Very much more.
Unfortunately for them, I am particularly good at dealing with things made of earth-like materials.
Just stone? Probably something else. Wow.
No, well, not that you know this, he technically means metal as well. Anything that comes from the earth he can manipulate.
Oh.
And affect. Anyway, I have to get home. The missus will be wondering where I am. You gentlemen, have a good day.
You too, Ella.
Good day.
That's 2 down.
From where Tofik and the lot are, you don't sense anymore.
Just keep going out in a spiral pattern.
Sounds good to me.
I was gonna ask, is the only way that people like report stuff like to the guild is by going in person?
Yeah, most people don't carry a guild card unless they're actually an adventurer or a part of one of the guilds.
I'll still open up to see if any guild member spots any kind of statue. Like it's kind of a little form or something, a little news.
That was a very smart idea. As you go looking for information, you do see several notices from the guild that there are on the prowl unnatural temporal creatures. Beware, they look like inanimate statues when you are looking at them, but are too fast to react to if you take your eyes off of them. There have been reports of 2 that were killed in the Commons district, which is where you guys currently live. And there was 1 reported destroyed. Yes, number 8. Because this was 9 and 10, so number 8 was killed. Based on your estimation, Oni, it'd be somewhere here.
Is that considered noble?
Yes. So district you're in is commons. Blue district is considered nobles. The sort of center island is considered like the merchants district. And then the northeast is considered the crafts district / agricultural district.
I guess we'll head north from here.
Right now, it's only been like they only said that these are like where the dead ones are at. Like no, like last spotted a lot, like a one that was roaming around in this district. Be careful.
Make an insight check.
Come on.
Would you like
Wow,
to
and
chaos
that
rain
one.
on that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna allow that.
Alright, with a 15, you're fairly certain that your group is more capable than the average Joe. You at least have a better chance than most. You remember, at least to an extent, that you had luck on your side when you encountered these things the first time. Because you all just happened to be looking in different directions and had the instinct to be battle ready when things went south. I would say, based on your time here in the Black City, people here are different than where you come from. You have citizens like the Middleman who are either ex-adventurers or very good at their job. You have people like the people we ran into before who just happen to be lucky. But the average citizen in the Black City probably isn't perceptive enough for these things. The thing that you would have picked up on during your fight is that perception is key with these creatures. So it may not be so much that they haven't been seen It's no one's lived to tell the tale to report them.
Okay.
Ironically, if you had gotten just a tiny bit higher, it could have given you their CR, because you would be good enough now to at least have a good assessment of a danger rating.
It's insane that I got a nat 1. I was like, okay. I saw 50, I was like, wait, why is that bad? And I was like, oh, it's a nat 1.
Yeah, not necessarily bad, because you can't natural one fail, technically, but it still doesn't help you.
Yeah. Anything more than a 1 would have been greater. But, yeah, I'll just say it. Alright. Yeah, I think our best bet's heading north. Maybe going to spots where where the dead ones haven't been spotted. Well, there's 2 dead here and 1 dead in the Noble District. What's this district, like the Merchant? Or would they actually be much more in a closed kind of space area instead of having been open out in the open?
We'll just circle around, work our way out. Grid pattern. Don't zigzag all over the place because you're going to miss something.
Yeah. So should we go south and then, or should we just keep up? I forgot. I did not mean to.
Why is it?
Should we head then over here and then go like that? Or should we just keep going straight, then head north?
Always a spiral pattern. That's the way you want to do it. Start from where we are and then kind of do some circles, trying to figure out where they went.
We'll make some donuts.
Unless you have some information on where they might be.
Nah, I got nothing. Most of the people that probably do know where they're at are most likely dead. They're not that metal guy and those 3 hammered bros. And that one guy that killed one in the noble area. Then again, it's in a noble area. That's where the rich and powerful mostly at.
Okay. So, I'm going to say it takes you about an hour to search through this district well enough with a spell of locate creature that spiral pattern. You end up basically like there it is. Kind of go this way. And then kind of go this way. Kind of go this way. This way. Oops. No. No. No, that was not what I wanted. I caramba. So about at an hour, you'd be like, that's not what I meant. You'd be like right here. Someone would call, odd or even higher low.
Low even.
No, I meant to roll it. 7 more times. 6 more times. to Louivens.
Right. Do we find one to murder yet?
You look Scottish there, bro.
That's his the murder voice.
Every Scottish is the murderer.
That's fucked up.
No.
You shouldn't say that.
Ooh, that guy got a pretty good buff. These two. All right. At this point, Oni, you've been checking religiously. You know, keeping an eye out for the guild notices. And another one would have been reported dead here. And this time, a sighting has been reported. Because even these creatures aren't perceptive enough for a really high level thief.
They got even snuck up on.
There is a gentleman who is asking for assistance. He's pretty much holding down two of them. And that would be... Come on. There we go. Right here.
I got one spotting.
Yeah, let's go there.
Assuming you guys are doing, not gonna walk, you're gonna like actually put some oomph behind it and get over there.
Yeah, I have 180 foot flight speed, so Even if I leave the others behind, I'm gonna rush there.
Okay, fair enough. And then I'm gonna say Rowan will get there first. Use the same battle map here. It's daytime. I'll say probably 3 full turns will go by before the other 3 get here.
Okay. I'm out of wild shapes, so I can't take on giant.
This isn't the actual character. I'm just going to put it there for sanity's sake, so you know who's who.
Should I just go ahead and take a turn?
I'm just getting initiative set up real quick. But yes, you're going to get a surprise round. Go ahead and roll initiative. Technically,
I have Arcane Gate to get us 500 feet. With that, how many castings would I have to do with that to keep us with Roran?
2.
Okay.
So you'll still lag by 1 turn then.
Points.
I'll say you'll lag by 1 turn, but he's getting a surprise round anyway.
No, that's perfect as long as he's not stuck there all by himself.
He has it. So we'll just skip over to you. You would feel this is probably one of the first times this has happened for your Roran. As you get into the area, you feel the magic of combat start to take effect. These creatures did not seem to stop it like they did before. But go ahead and take your turn.
I'm gonna move here, facing both of them. Bonus action, I'll use Storm Stick. I wasn't targeting anything, I'm sorry.
That's fine. 47 hits. And it's thunder and lightning. So you're using both features, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you observed before, they take full damage from the thunder, but appear to be immune to the lightning. Anything else?
That's it.
Alright, so now, at this point, the three of you show up. Go ahead and roll initiative.
God damn.
So I tied a rogue.
That old man.
Topic here. There he is. Alright, so Sai, you've just gated yourself in. And I think, yeah, your passive arcana.
Would that
also,
be my action then to get us here if it's the gate, or?
Yeah, probably just for this turn.
Okay,
Obviously.
fine with that.
But you have a full bonus action and movement.
Bangles. And I guess I'll move. Cameron, that's how you work. Move this way, so I'm looking north. These guys, and that way it keeps an area open for AOE spells if they do. Bangles, boom, done.
Okay, okay. One second. Standard battle music. It is the rogue's turn. I didn't really equip him with anything. So I'm just going to roll his stuff.
Roll into being a roll.
Fortunately, I think we can consider Roran to be an ally in this case. That is 34 to hit. Oh no, that's a 14 plus. That is a 29 to hit. And I believe. Yep, at this tier that is a hit. So let me look up a stat block for an item real quick. Actually, that would have been a 31. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Alright, so it is 1d4 plus 2d8 plus 10d6. Does he get sneak attack? And he gets double damage. That is 98 points of sneak attack, fiery damage as his dagger strikes. It strikes, and sparks and flame ignite off of the blade. Second attack, I believe. No, he doesn't. That'll be the end of his turn. Roaring.
I'll activate my Ifriti Bangle. And that's my turn.
All right, Tofik.
All right. Okay, badly injured. I love when it's. Let's enjoy. Oh, that was good. Sounds decent. Target my guy. Target him. Cast a spell on him. Something in a magic missile. And
Can do nothing. Can do nothing. Oni.
No, maybe they're not so wise. I will. Where is? Okay. I will hit. No, I'll hit this one. This really hurts. I'll make the reverse fortune. They give me a charisma saving throw. Did it do it right? Well, then let's see what effect it will get. Nope, did not mean. Yeah, nope. It should have done no damage on it, hopefully. So even though it might attack someone, at least I'm gonna give it to the failure. So it's even if it attacks someone, it's always gonna have a disadvantage for 1 minute.
Okay.
No one's badly injured. I won't heal anybody. That will be it. Yeah. I'm gonna. I'll get what? What happened to my token? I just became blind now. Okay, there we go. I'll be behind Tofik. Tofik, you're my hero now.
You said this is your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Do I need to check off the thing that makes me bypass resistances or stuff like that? Because the last time we fought these things.
It would go faster with these things, yes. Oh, and I should have mentioned the condition of these two are not quite as bad as the other ones that you fought. These appear to be almost fully fleshed out and marbly. There's less cracks, less damage. They actually have fully formed wings at this point.
Oh, we're gonna have to fix this. I start spinning.
Yep, that's working now.
I can just go through. If it says hit, if it pulls up the damage, I can just go through.
Unless it's in that one. Yeah, they unfortunately don't have any reactions that they can take that are going to do them any good.
I'm a statue's worst nightmare. Assuming that one crumbles, I will move over to here and end my turn.
No good. Why? Well, that was at advantage, so it's an 8, not a 1. Plus 15. Yeah, actually, unless he nat once, he can't miss. His modifier is enough to hit their AC. So once again, using. Actually, it doesn't get the double damage this time. .46 points of damage. And you'll notice, Sai, that even though you have great powers, even your stuff is still resisted at this point. When his dagger strikes, it's bypassing their resistance and immunities.
His dagger is way better than yours, so
You know what? Just because. Could he kill it? Nah, he'd be smart. He'll take a bonus action to hide. As he pulls a cloak over himself and disappears.
Where'd he go? I don't know. I just imagine it's just a regular cloak.
Oh, it is. Absolutely.
No.
It's a plus 40 twist.
Oh my god. So there's just this cloth there. Oh my god. Is this like the...
This is almost like he's wearing like one of those ranger cloaks that really just blend in well to the scenery, that if you were just really good, you'd be able to notice, but because he is who he is and the way he adjusts it, it's almost like he's perfectly blended into his environment.
I was thinking like it was like those magic, magic men where they just like put the cloak and then next drops on the floor and they're gone.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. He could actually do that. I rolled him as a Twilight rogue, so he has teleportation with it. It's not necessary. All right, Roran.
I'll attack. Oh. I'm going to use my... This might be enough. I'm going to use my Channel Divinity to maximize the thunder damage. I took Tempest as one of my domains.
That's not a bad one to take, actually. Those are... D8? No.
A D8 and a D6.
So your D6 you get 1, and your D8 you get 2, so that's 3. That's exactly enough to kill him. I love it when it works out like that. As this statue breaks in half from you smashing your thunderous stick into it, feeling your new divine power channel through and just smite this creature. In a different way from a paladin. Almost the purer way. And that is that.
That's 5 of these things.
More. 2 were killed in the commons. 1 was killed by the nobles. 1 was killed on the bridge somewhere, and then 2 here.
6.
Because on the way here, only got a report of 1 on a bridge, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 1 that died on the bridge.
Apparently, they can't cross water.
Sure, that's what happened.
I think they could. They just got killed on the bridge.
Oh. Good job holding these guys down.
Thank you. I'm not really suited for combat, but when the time need arises. Good thing I have my magic to save me.
So, I was remarking on, when I was chipping them away, and normally I can get through resistance and immunities, but these things tend to be hardier than that. May I ask how you were able to get around that?
Like I said, my magic. I am an onomancer.
Onimancer?
Make an insight check. Actually, almost any one of you can make an insight check into what he just said. Oh, and he is telling the truth, Sai. I know you can tell.
Okay. Thank you.
He's telling the truth. This is rare.
He might not be a rogue. This is one of those weird things in this setting that makes it really funny. He presents as a rogue, and he does have classes in rogue. The 21 is high enough, and so is everything else beyond it. With the 21 and 22, you both are magically inclined to a certain degree. You do sense without detect magic. Magic users can kind of feel out other magic users if they're not hiding. You do definitely sense mana spell energy coming from this individual. And he did do something that Sai couldn't, which was bypass their resistances and immunities. With a 64, Sai, you've been looking into a lot of things, kind of all over the place. You've seen him attack twice. Both times he attacked, you're sitting there scratching your head because that looked like a full-fledged rogue attack, like what you'd expect a top-tier rogue to be able to do. But you know he's not lying. So the only thing you can conclude that makes his statement both true and not fulfilling is that this individual has to be epic level.
Ooh.
Because he hit with 10d6, which is the maximum amount of sneak attack you can get, which, at minimum, makes him 19th level rogue.
Yeah, good boon. I like that boon. It's overpowered.
Not overpowered enough. Rogues need much more sneak attack in there.
Well, technically, it doesn't really boost up a rogue too much. It boosts up non-rogues, non-full rogues, real lot.
But if you also happen to, pair it with a certain divine talent, it becomes insane.
Because normal rogues boost up to 10d6, and then there's a boon that makes it 10d8. So yeah, okay, they're all going up by d8. But if you were like a 1d6 person, you go to 10d8. You're like, ah.
It's 10d10.
It is 10d10. Oh, I got the wrong boon. That's still pretty good then. Never mind.
So you're aware that even though this guy's demeanor and I would say outward presence, because it's not quite aura. Aura we know is an actual feature, but like his presence doesn't scream epic level. He is definitely epic level. Because if he's doing what he just suggested, he has to have been a full-fledged rogue with enough wizard or sorcerer in him to achieve a feat like that. Well, appreciate the assist. I'm gonna go home and rest.
Appreciate you too.
What spell helped you bypass the resistance?
If Tofik was here and had made an insight check, he could actually tell you something.
Tofik is here. What are you talking about?
Tofik didn't roll an insight check.
He did not.
If you would like to roll said insight check, you may.
Not too insightful.
Midland right there.
I like how Rowan 22, only 21, Tofik 20.
Did I have the right one? I might have gave you the wrong one, Si. The what he just said. Hold on one second. I literally just read this the other day, so that's why I thought it was onomancy, but that might not be right. Tofik's gonna know it with the 20 because I'm gonna rule this as one of those rare moments that because your subclass comes from the same book, you're going to be vaguely aware that the other schools within that book exist. Is it onomancy though?
No one can resist the power of the Oni.
Not to hold up too much time, I will look it up later. but I
Right,
know
yeah,
it's in this. I know it's actually in this book. I just can't remember if that's. That doesn't. Oh no, it's Never mind. I'll look it up later and tell you. I'll post it in chat. So, you have dispatched the creature. What would you like to do now?
Tofik, do you sense any more?
I don't know. I probably have to. Yeah, I don't know. Do I?
No.
Not into this range.
Oni, are we getting any more reports?
Anything right now on the recording?
Not at the moment.
Nope.
Nice. Getting us back to searching.
Back to searching.
You want to head north or south?
Which direction?
Ooh.
Which direction?
If we don't have an idea, guys, can I try something again?
Yeah.
I'll spend 10 energy to activate my go where, not where I want to go, but where I need to go.
You start heading in a southeast direction. I assume everybody's following Sai.
Yeah.
Get to here, you sense nothing. It keeps you going this direction. Get to here, you sense nothing. Keeps you going this direction. You sense nothing. Sai tells you to go this direction, and then go into here. Tofik, you sense nothing this entire time.
I sense
Just in case I'm saying it the wrong way, I just want to post it for the others to see. Because you know what I'm talking about. And this is building?
Yep. Hey, your feet want you to keep going through the building.
Keep going.
You get to the end.
Was meant for walking.
You get to this building, you start walking, and you immediately start going because you just swallowed a spider web. You realize, for such a big, ornate building on the outside, when you go in, there are cobwebs everywhere. Like, no one's been in here in a very, very long time. and your direction keeps telling you to go inward.
Go inward.
You get to the back, and you find an altar. And your feet basically tell you to stop. On this altar is a large pile of what looks like tattered leathers.
Like, there used to be a tapestry?
No, like actual leather.
There used to be a cow.
And I mean, they're piled high. High enough to be kind of all the way up to the top of your head.
Start searching through them.
And as you search through them, roll a d30. Now roll me 16 d50s.
You want the individuals?
Yes.
2.
Give me a second. I'm going to need a notepad. You said 2. Okay.
5. 9. 12. 32. 24.
What was it? It was 9, then 12?
Yep.
12 was 1. Continue.
32.
Oh, you found one of those. That's going to be interesting. Okay.
24.
24. Okay.
15.
15. Okay.
36.
Okay.
32.
Okay.
45.
All 16.
Triplet of 11s.
11s. Okay.
And then 33.
33.
28. And
Okay.
the last one, 27.
Okay. As you sort through these leathers, bits of metal fall out. They appear to be like geometrically square pieces, but they're broken. But as you dig through, you start finding these forks. You start finding these tuning forks. In total, you find you find 16 some of them look very similar to each other.
Yeah.
But it doesn't take you long to realize that these are plainly attuned tuning forks.
I think my Zen made me go to, because I like to tune to other worlds. I think my Zen made me here. At first, I was thinking there's like 30 leathers here, and maybe these were like the 30 people that sacrificed into angels. But
So you brought us basically to the spawn point. Where you
I
brought
don't
us.
know. Like, could these 30 leathers have been like people who sacrifice themselves to become angels? Because there was 30 of them down there. Nah.
Well, this crazy. Well, this world is crazy. I don't think it's that crazy enough.
Is there anything else around? Does this look like a sacrificial place, or?
No, and you don't recognize. Actually, you would recognize. I forget you are you, and you have pursued knowledge that you shouldn't. You look around. You know what? Let me do this first, before I get to that. Is anyone in the party looking around, since he's while he is sorting through these leathers, trying to find bits and baubles and stuff?
Well, he's probably like still with everyone like looking around, but he's not really touching anything.
Well, if you're looking around, you can either make an investigation or a perception.
I feel like be an investigator today, so let's go.
Okay. Tofik, Roran doing anything? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I'd probably join in with Oni.
Okay, then I guess Roran, anything?
No, I'm just following them.
Okay. As you kind of make your way through these cobwebs and push things out of the way, you find and reveal between the two of you, one of you gets to the fun job of cleaning, and when the other one's done cleaning, the other one actually does investigating. But you unveil 16 statues. And you know that they are in reverence and praise to divine entities based upon how they're shaped and how they're designed. They're made to flawlessly to be just regular, garden variety statues. Not the artsy type. These are like actual worship statues. But from the group here, no one would recognize immediately the 16, except when you come to one of the ones closest to the door. So if you think of this building as it is, in this kind of square, they start almost in a horseshoe pattern on one side of the door, go all the way around, and then loop around and come down the other side. when you come from the left-hand side and end on the right, the very last one, you would recognize carved in a skeletal likeness with a pendant around its neck that isn't, I mean, not stone. This is actually a metal pendant that someone has hung around its neck. It is a black metal chain, and then it's like a pendant that is shaped in a pure ivory skull. And at first, you would think it's ivory, but Tofik, with your investigation, you kind of tap it a little bit, and you realize that it's not so much ivory, it's iridescent. It's a white skull that shines in almost every color depending on how the light hits it.
A mother of pearl type of.
Very similar, yes.
Tony, what do you make of this?
Yeah, a necklace. Some weird necklace. I wouldn't get it for anybody, but you know, each of their
What's
own.
supposed to mean?
I mean, would you want to buy that to your loved one?
It all depends what they were into. But if they were a worshiper of one of the gods of death or something. Do you know what symbol this is?
Nothing off the top of my head.
I will say, just passively, while you don't know what the symbol means, you know Sai was trying to draw this exact symbol all over the cart.
Yeah.
Yes. So, it's not an exact one-to-one likeness, but I would say the statue does remind you of the individual there.
Isn't that the one where? It looks like Sai's boss that he always like said. I think I know. I don't remember. He called a lot of people boss.
Fair.
Yeah, I think that.
Now that you mention it, it does have a representation.
Also, wasn't Sky making Sai making symbols of him for some reason around?
Also, I want everyone to make a perception check. Tofik and Roran would definitely notice it, only unfortunately you're too distracted by the statue in front of you and just the idea of buying your loved one this pendant. But Tofik and Roran, a couple of statues ago, you went past this big statue that was in the shape of a minotaur. You guys just happened to look back towards Sai to see if he's done doing whatever he's doing. And when your eyes pass over that particular statue, it's not a minotaur anymore. It's a gnome.
And it definitely was a minotaur.
Mm-hmm. You were 100% certain it started as a minotaur. And we're going to leave it on that mystery for tonight.
Does this house have a name when we went in it, or just house with webs?
You can put that for right now.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out to stream today. If you enjoyed our content, please feel free to drop us a follow. We would really appreciate the support. And tune in Mondays and Wednesdays for our D&D content. Want to keep up with the events and extra streams? Please check out our Facebook and Twitter to keep up to date on the schedule releases and updates for the streams, including extra streams that we may not have on schedule. And if you would like to see previous content that we've done, check us out on YouTube at Epitaph of Creation. Thank you so much for coming out today, and have a good night, everybody.